Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Big Data Solution. Today I am discussing on CCA 175 certification question series. This is part 2. So let's begin. Before starting, I'll suggest you all the guys please live at home and save your family because due to the coronavirus. Okay, now let's begin. Today my agenda is as the first topic I'll tell you tips of CCA 175 certification exam details. It means how to crack the exam, which type of the question pattern, all the information I'll give you. The second question, demo on CCA 175 question pattern. It means I'll tell you the question pattern, which type of questions comes from which topic like a Spark, Scoop, uh, and sometimes Flume. So these type of questions comes and the latest pattern what it is. So these information I'll give you in second topic. And the third topic is solution to deal the questions. It means there are some question pattern exact what are the questions in Spark or in Scoop. So those questions details I'll tell you. So the first topic I'll tell you. You see here the exam details. Basically the questions comes 9 or 10. It means sometime 9 questions, sometime 10 questions they ask, and they 100% it is a total. And if you all the question you deal successfully, then you'll get 100%. And the total time they give 120 minutes. And for passing, you really have to clear at least 7 questions you have to deal. So these are the parameter. And the question you have to solve the question. They give one VM, and inside the VM you have to go for any prompt, and that particular prompt you have to write your solution. And they give one on the Firefox. They give information of all the questions, and you have to read all the questions from there, and you have to solve. Open the command prompt and just type your PySpark or through Spark, through Scala. You can write any, you can choose any language and just write the code and give the solution. So basically the total number of questions they ask 9 or 10, sometime 9, sometime 10, and the 2 hours they give. It means 120 minutes they give. Sometime while giving the exam, sometime you, due to network also it give problem. So just to refresh the there is a one refresh button on the inside the VM. There is one refresh button comes. Just refresh it again. You will connect and you can write the program. So there is one person also. It has he helps to you if any problem comes. If any problem comes, then you can connect, ping him because there is one button ping. You can ping him and take the solution for that. If any problem comes in net due to network or due to connectivity and all. So mostly the question asks 9 to 10, and at least up to 7 questions you have to deal. Now the next, the pattern of question. Basically in earlier 2018 they asked the question total 9 question. Some 5 question they ask from Spark, 2 question they ask on Scoop, and 2 question they ask from Flume. Sometimes they ask from Spark 4 question and Scoop 3 question and Flume 1 question, sometimes 2 question. So but total question 9, and they make ratio such way. But now these days they are asking total all the 9 questions they come from Spark, and all are based on completely Spark data frame. All the questions based on Spark data frame. Sometimes read the data from CSV, read from Pocket, Avro, read from JSON, read from text file. So such way they ask the question and they give some input path. You have to read those data, and after then you have to some filter the data, like they ask some filter the like those data who belongs to those city, just filter the data and write in particular. They give one location output location you have to write, and they give which format, and they also give information which compressed file format you have to while writing the data. So these information they give. So I'll show you some demo question. See the question pattern how they give. I have given 1 to 4. All they are not a 4 question. It is a 1 question and all the basic information of that particular question. They ask the question like read product file from SDFS location, this one, product.csv. And after then in the same question they give retrieve the data from product price which is greater than 1000. It means you have to fetch those data which is greater than 1000. After then in the same question they ask the data should be in ascending order on product price basis. It means you have to sort the data. After then they say write the data in ORC format and compress the JLib. Compression format should be JLib, and the data should be while writing product name and pipe between we have to give pipe inside it. Sometimes they ask colon, sometimes they give pipe. So such way they give as a format while writing, and they give also information output location, which location you have to write the data. This is the sample question, and the same all the questions in the same format. You have to there is one given input path and output path, and in the data we have to some filter they give, and after then filter you have to while writing they give some which compress format, which file format you have to write, and what is the pattern of writing, like some pipe you have to between the columns, between the sometimes colon also, like a product ID you have to product ID and colon product name, pipe product price. Such way also give the information you have to write. So currently in this question pipe I have to append between the value. So such way they ask the question, and this question how to solve, I'll show you the demo. I'm going to Databricks. You can see I have taken the input path here. This is my input path, product.csv. The data is there, and with the help of spark.read.option, header true, option infer schema true. In the previous video you can see this scenario I have already discussed. .csv, because data is in CSV, so I am reading the data in CSV, and header true means the column name already given in the file. Those information comes under the column name of this data frame. Infer schema true means the data type as per see the data type will be convert integer or string. So I'm reading the data in .csv method and the soap method, and I'm applying print schema. So you can see here schema is giving PID integer, pname, price integer, and .show method it is giving information PID the value, all the values, pname, price. So this information it is loading from file in the data frame, and this information printing. It means the first problem and the first inside the task they was given reading the data from CSV. The first step we have done. It means spark.read.csv, and header true I have given for picking all the columns name, because the column name is inside the file or the first line, and all option infer schema true. It means giving the information of type, which type of data it is, those type it comes. So you can see PID is integer, pname is string, price is integer. After then the question is saying while writing the data we have to give pipe, and the price should be 1000 greater than, and the price should be order by also. It means ascending order. So firstly what I did is data frame dot create or replace temp view productVL. This basically this function is what it does, whatever the data in data frame it make a one view table create, temporary table it create, and the data is stored over there temporarily. It is like a view table, and you can simple query you can write it. I have written select concat pname pipe price. Concat method is concat all the values of 2 columns or 3 columns. Like pname is here, pipe I have given price, because as per question product name and price between there is a pipe should be required. I have given, and as mix, and it is a column name I have given from productVL, where price greater than 1000 it means data I am filtering here, and order by price, the data will be ascending order. So when this query fired, then the data will look like such a way. Book this is product name, pipe price, and thermos 9. So such way the data is representing. It means I'm just concatenating the pipe. The question in CC 175 mostly sometimes they ask give the column between the two column names. Sometimes give product ID should be and product name column and price should be pipe. So we can concate like a PID column P name pipe price, such we can give. So this is a query you can write such way. Select concate and give the column name pipe price mix from. Mix is a column name. It is an alias name from table where I'm just giving filter greater than 1000 and order of price. After the resultant in df1 I'm storing in df1 data frame. When the query execute, it return data frame 1. It return as a data frame. After then df1.show, it means printing the value what it is, and those data I'm writing as per given the question. Data should write in JLib format. JLib compression form, JLib compression, and the format should be ORC. The df1.write.option compression JLib. In write the option you have to give compression JLib and dot format ORC and dot save. Well, I am writing the data in this location because output location they give in the question. Just copy and paste it and location output location, and the data will be JLib format and ORC. It is my format and JLib is my compression. So when this query execute, the data is execute, and after then you can see if I like because it is directly is there, data is written there. You can see the 6th location. I am just, you can see the data is ORC format and JLib. This is compression format. All the data, all the partition data, JLib and ORC. It means data is extension is JLib. It means data is compressed in JLib compression. So that way the question asked, and what it did. Firstly, what I did. Firstly, I am this from this location. I am reading the data from CSV spark.read.csv and give the header true and infer schema. After then I am with the help of concate I am appending the pipe inside within the columns, and as per question query given price greater than 1000 and price should be order ascending order, and that result is stored in data frame 1, and then as per question that write the data in compression format compression JLib, and after then format should be ORC and save the location output location they give in the question, and after then you can check it out the data is dumped in that particular location or not. The dbutil.fs.ls, and on the if you go for check on SDFS DFS minus such way you can write the query SDFS DFS minus ls and give the location and just check it out the data is proper in JLib format or not and what's the format JLib was. So such way you can deal the question. The same way they ask the question on reading the data from Parquet, write data in Avro, and write data in Avro with some compression like Snappy. Sometimes they ask don't apply any compression. So such way they ask the question. So in the next video I'll tell you some other question and some other pattern of question I'll tell you. Thank you.